Good morning and welcome. Pleasure to catch up with head coach Jeff Bellistri from the DC All-American Underclass team. I'm Booker Corrigan, and it's my pleasure to congratulate you, Coach. Nice job. I guess you had a fun time this weekend, huh?
No, we had a great time. Anytime Corrigan Sports and Under Armour get together, you know it's going to be a good time. We really appreciate and be involved with the program.
And it certainly was a nice evolution. Let's go all the way back to the tryout. Talk about the talent that was there and your strategy as the head coach of the DC team.
Well, we had a strategy of what we were looking for, but the first strategy was to get all the kids to come to the tryout. The tryout got postponed due to COVID, and Corrigan Sports and Under Armour did a great job in making sure to communicate with the kids to get them to the alternate location for the tryout, which was great. And so when the coaches got there, we were looking for, first of all, a great goalie and great face-off man, and we were fortunate to have two of them at each position. So that was really nice. And then we were looking for positions. We weren't looking for all the greatest right-handed attackmen. We needed to find some lefties. We were looking for four left-handed players, and we found what we were looking for in those four lefties. And then we were looking for other players that didn't need the ball in their stick all the time. Guys that would do other things, get ground balls, ride real hard, things that you need them to do, and to play defense. So many times people overlook that the defensive players are very important, if not the most important, in an event like this. So we were literally looking for a midfielder that would play defense, and we were very happy with our squad.
And one of the things I want to encourage parents who are listening to this, Jeff, I have so much respect for you as a coach. Please, parents, rewind what he just said and listen to when he says players who don't have to have the ball in their stick. And that's such a valuable phrase. And if you want to play at the next level, there's 10 guys on each team on the field. There's only one ball. So I think that's an unbelievably insightful phrase from a very successful coach. Your time at Bullis, you've succeeded in a number of different ways. And, of course, now leading the DC team in the All-American games. Talk about the talent in the overall from the tryout, then comprising that team and getting that team chemistry to click so well.
Well, I've got a great offensive coordinator in Sean Crow at the Bulls to get him to help us coach this team. And he was able, in one evening, put this offense together, literally in about an hour, and all the kids bought in. They got to realize it's all six kids working together on the offensive end. It isn't just one kid dodging, all five watching. It's everyone had a role. And if you fit properly, it could be a very successful offense. And we were fortunate in that a lot of the kids on the team said, hey, when we play you next year, we're going to use this offense. And I said, that's fine. That's fine. You can use it. I go, it's really a great compliment. And then on the defensive end, we had Glenn Miles, who came out from St. Margaret's out in California. He's just recently relocated to the East Coast, and I played with him in college. And I asked him if he would coach our defense, and he did. And he was very supportive of the kids, and he was really helpful with those kids, helped them see what their game was like and how they wanted to play. He didn't put in a system based on what he wanted. He built in a system based on what those kids were comfortable with and what they wanted to do as a unit and what they wanted to accomplish. So it was really outstanding. And I also had Howard Offit, Hopkins grad, that was able to come and help us with our face-off men for a couple days. And Howard's always a great resource. So if you put all those things together, it can make a team in a short amount of time become successful.
Sure. And it's nice to hear you say that you played in college with Glenn Miles. I know he's 10 or 15 years older than you, so you must have been playing up a little bit. I don't know what the age difference is, but I'm sure he's way older than you.
Well, I was very, very smart, so I was able to, go to school over much earlier than I was supposed to. But that's for another day.
I love Glenn. Now, in the process of the tournament at Meadowood Park, you guys played Baltimore twice with some success. How nervous or apprehensive were you going into that championship game that your team wouldn't be able to put that kind of performance together against a team they'd already beaten twice?
Well, we were able to compete very well with them the first two times, and we were very successful. One of the issues that I think that came back was that we also had caught them after they had played a game, so they may not have been as fresh. So on the championship day, and they have, some great coaches over there, and, with Bobby Benson and Ronnie Klausner, and that group, they just had their team playing at a different level, and they scored 2 goals in the first minute, and our kids, got a little not nervous, but they said, well, we better pick it up. and we were able to respond. But it was actually a very competitive and outstanding game right down to the end.
And you guys were able, as DC, as a team, you came together, great team chemistry, and you clicked on offense. You had great and appropriate slides on defense. Putting an event on like this, Corrigan Sports does so many things right. It's so much teamwork involved. What was your impression of the overall experience for the kids and the coaches, as well as some feedback from parents that you may have heard?
Well, I think one of the best things they did, they wanted safety for the players and for the fans and coaches. They're outstanding as you came in. They had the protocols for the COVID-19 clearly posted. They had a trainer there taking temperatures and giving out wristbands to make sure everybody had their temperature taken. So just knowing that they're concerned about the safety and recommending, hey, maintain social distancing if you're not wearing a mask. And it was outstanding, and it ran very well. The weather wasn't an issue. They also had a Gatorade station if anyone needed fluids, because they didn't have water at the field itself. But the officials, officials can do what they do, but the support staff at each field, the players that were working were outstanding at the bench and keeping us advised of times and penalties. I mean, it really was a well-run event, and we were really happy the way the whole thing turned out.
Gotta love it. I know some of your kids picked up some merchandise. If you want to get some, I'm wearing one right now. Jeff, congratulations on so much success throughout your career, obviously, and last weekend, just a little bit more added on to the Bellistri legacy. So congrats, and thanks for the time today. We really appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And we're looking forward to October and get the national championships together. That'd be great for Under Armour. We look forward to it.
Can't wait to see you all, and we'll see who emerges from the other super regions. But we know Washington, D.C. took the South region. I'm Booker Corrigan. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.